Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Jackie and let's get started. And today we're doing Mother's Day gift idea DIYs and crafts. For DIY number 1, I'm going to begin by using 4 of these little pallets from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to take the wood glue that the Dollar Tree sells by super glue and I'm going to adhere 2 together. And then I do the same thing to the other 2. I wanted to try and not use any hot glue for this DIY. I really like this wood glue. I'm also going to use 8 of these tumbling tower blocks, and I'm just going to add some glue and place these on one of these little pallets. And then I do the same thing to the other side. What I really like about this glue is that it adheres pretty quickly, but also gives me a little bit of leeway time to move things around if I need it, to line everything up better, and I just like it better than the hot glue for wood DIYs. So now I'm going to do another set of the tumbling tower blocks just to make another layer here. And what I'm making is a little swing. I've seen them on Pinterest. I've seen the single swings, but here I decided to make my own double swing. I haven't seen that yet, so hopefully it's not as popular yet. But I wanted to do a double swing in honor of Mother's Day because who didn't swing with their mothers on a little swing? Yeah, so sweet. Okay, so here I'm just lining everything up and I do have that leeway time. Now here everything is nice and dry. I'm going to take some of these pieces of wood that I had in my little wood stash. This is my little box of remnant pieces of wood that I use for all kinds of projects. I'm going to take this piece here, kind of trim it up, and I'm just going to add a little piece down here on the bottom of this set of little pallets because I don't want this swing to be completely upright. I want the back of the swing to be a little bit lounged, a little bit back. And in order to get this to adhere properly, I'm going to need to add a little piece of wood to give me that little gap. So here I'm just placing these on here again with some more super glue wood glue. Again, try not to use the hot glue. So I'm going to let that adhere for a little bit. In the meantime, I went into my stash and I found these long bamboo skewers that the Dollar Tree sells at summertime, almost like Christmas. And I'm going to cut, I didn't measure, but I'm going to cut these pieces to this length, which is the length of the swing plus a couple inches extra. And I just kind of guesstimated how much. And then I just cut down 3 from one of these bamboo skewers. And like I said, these are the giant ones you find around summertime in the barbecue supply section of the Dollar Tree. So I'm taking 1 more, cutting 3 more total. So 6 in all. That's what I'm going to use. And I use my little miter shears to do that. Just cuts them in a snap. Super simple. So now I'm going to take these and I'm going to create the structure that holds the swing. So I'm going to do some of the wood glue and I'm going to place it on my craft table, which has a silicone mat. So I'm just going to place them on like this in a triangle shape. Add a little bit more of the wood glue. Make another one exactly. Add some more of the wood glue. And I'm going to leave these alone, not disturb them at all. There's another little dab of glue. In the meantime, I'm going to take my seat part of my swing. And I'm going to go ahead and add some more of the glue to that piece of wood that I put on there. And now I can adhere these together and it gave me that little gap. So now this seat won't be so upright. It'll be lounged just a little tiny bit. And just to keep it upright, I'm going to place a heavy bottle of paint on the back. And then this will help. Set this all the way back as I can. That way I can continue working. That's the angle I want it. So that's where I'm going to leave it. Now I'm going to take one of these pieces of bamboo skewer that I cut. I'm going to cut this in half, and if it doesn't cut perfectly in half, then I'll just trim that till I get it to half, like this. Now I'm going to add some more wood glue, and I'm going to create the A-frame. So I'm just going to add wood glue here, 2 sides, place my wood skewer here. Well, you know what? It's a bamboo skewer. Bamboo. And now I'll do the same thing to the other one. Kind of open it up a little bit. This is when I can tell if it's going to be the same size, because these supports are the same size. So that means I need to open up this little triangle a little bit more. And that's how I know. So now I'll just leave these alone, go have lunch. Here I'm back. Take away this bottle of paint. The seat of the swing is perfectly dry. I'm going to go ahead and add some more of this wood glue just to help reinforce it a little bit more. Again, I don't want to use hot glue, so I'm just going to do this and make sure it's a complete line all the way across that gap. Set this back aside, allow this to dry and cure. Now here are my A-frame structures, and they are dry. I'm going to remove them with my little putty knife from the Dollar Tree, little paint scraper, and everything comes up pretty easily. Now to begin creating the structure. This was fun. So I'm going to utilize my bottles of paint because, you know, they're heavy and they're great for that. To stand these up, here's my other bamboo skewer, and I'm just going to add some more the glue on the tops, on the points, and one more on this side. Make sure it's going to reach all the way, and it does. So I'm just trying to balance it, place it on top, set it back so I won't disturb it. In the meantime, I'm taking 4 more of these tumbling tower blocks and my drill, and I'm going to create these holes, not all the way through, just halfway on each of these, and making sure that these bamboo skewers will fit inside. I used a little excess end that I cut off earlier to make sure it's going to fit, and it does. So here's my last one. Here are all my holes, and I'm going to take my finger sander and get everything nice and smooth. Remove any splinters, any debris that's in there in the holes. I had to use my little tweezers to remove some little debris from one of these. You'll see right here, I just had to kind of like pull it out. So that's a good little hack to remove things. It's good and pointy. Okay, now I'm ready to add some more of the wood glue and place a nice drop inside of these holes, because the ends of my A-frame are going to go inside of these little tumbling tower blocks, and I need the super glue wood glue to lock it in place and secure it. Again, this was a balancing act because you can't see it, but the other bar on the very top is still there, and the glue's still kind of wet. It's not completely dry, it's not completely cured. So here you can see it. So you can see I'm just I am living on a prayer right here. But it all works out. So yeah, so just make sure to pop it in there. Fits great. So now I can remove my paint bottles, allow this to dry for a little bit, but it's still not set, so it's still pretty flimsy. It's not quite set. I'm going to place my seat to make sure it's going to fit, and it does. Thank goodness. Now I'm going to take some more of these tumbling tower blocks, and I'm going to create a little bar with 4 of these. And thankfully, I don't know how I did this, but they all fit perfectly where I need them to go. I didn't have to cut any of these tumbling tower blocks. Oh my goodness, I couldn't believe it. So here I'm going to happily add some more of my wood glue, make this little bar, and place it right here to create a complete structure for the bottom, for the base. And it fits perfectly. Mind you, I did not measure any of this ahead of time. I'm just going with the flow. But you can see this thing is still kind of flimsy. Okay, here's my other piece. Kind of press it on. Kind of hold it for a minute. And now I'll set this aside, allow this to dry a little bit more. So put it over here, out of my way. In the meantime, I'm going to work on my little seat, and I'm taking some jute twine and I'm going to tie a piece to the top of the seat and then give myself a little bit of slack and allowance and place it through the bottom, and using my tweezers to get it out of the bottom part, and then tie it to the bottom part of the seat, the front. Tie it a good double secure knot like this, and then kind of see how much I have and do the same thing to the other side, and then just tie that. And I'm just going to guesstimate how much of the jute twine I'm going to need just by lifting them together. And I can kind of tell. And again, going through the bottom, taking my tweezers, pulling it through, and tying it in a good double knot. Like this. And they're pretty even. It swings pretty well. Now I'll go ahead and snip off all the excess jute twine. Remove all these pieces right here, and one more right here. Okay, so now I'm going to place my swing on my frame. Mind you, my frame is still a little wobbly. We still have to do a little work on it, but I wanted to make sure it would fit right. So I'm going to put this underneath and go over through the whole structure to the top, and then I do the same thing to the other side. Very carefully get the jute twine up top and over onto the bar, and now I can work on the structure of the front because it still has to have the structure for the front. So I'm going to go ahead and utilize my my big bottles of paint, because this thing is a little heavier now with the pallets on there, the pallet seats or seat. So I'm going to go ahead and take some more of the tumbling tower blocks, and I'm going to create another little bar with these. And again, I don't know how I got this perfect. I did not measure any of this stuff. I just went with the flow. And so I'm just going to place these on the front, and I couldn't believe it. Look at this. It fits perfect. I just had to take my time to get everything nice and straight and even. But look at this last one. It's unbelievable. Oh my goodness, look at that. What? Okay, so now you know how many it takes for the sides and for the front. And then I do the same thing for the back, of course. Now this is pretty much almost dry. It's still a little bit wiggly, but that's okay. I can work with it. Now I'm going to go ahead and bring the seat up a little higher, because now that I placed the base on all four sides, I feel like I needed the seat to be a little higher. So now I go ahead and tie these jute twine pieces up a little higher. Then I had these pieces of vine in my stash, and I thought, oh, these would be perfect to wrap them around the jute twine. You know how those swings are with the beautiful vines. Oh my goodness, yes. How to do that. So just wrapped it around, took my time. Didn't show it all because it took me a while, a lot of finagling, a lot of patience. But I got both sides and I reinforced them on the bottoms. Now I'm taking these teeny tiny little flowers. They're called farmhouse wax flowers. And I'm going to snip them, and using some hot glue, finally I'm going to use some hot glue. I'm going to stick these little flowers onto the vine. And look how adorable. So then I'm going to set this aside. Now I'm going to take one of these jumbo craft sticks. This one I got from Amazon, but Walmart does sell them. The Dollar Tree, I have not seen them there. These are the real big ones. Now I have this little engraver, little pen thingy. I'll link it in my Amazon storefront if you guys are interested. And I'm just going to engrave on here, in loving memory of Mom. And just to see if I can bring out the features, the engraving, I'm going to first use my Tim Holtz distressing ink, and you can kind of see it, but still no, not too much, but I did try. I'll show you guys. Kind of see it just a tiny bit. So I'm going to go and use my antique wax. Try that instead. And I'm going to take a little paintbrush and just paint the center with the dark antique wax. And it doesn't come up too much either. So what I did was I just allowed this to dry, and then I went back over it with my engraving pen again, and then you can see a little bit better. And I'll show you guys right here. You'll be able to see a little bit better in the final reveal. Okay, so now I'm going to take my little swing, and I'm going to take some more of the super glue wood glue, put it on the back. As you can see, I didn't paint any of this except for that little bit of antique wax. This one's going to have a natural look. And then I just placed my little sign in the front. And here's how it looks and the closer look at the final reveal. And like I mentioned earlier, today's video will be all about Mother's Day gift idea DIYs and crafts. And joining me today is my sweet friend Clarice from Clarice Creations. She's very creative and super talented, and I just know you're going to love her. So be sure to watch her video after you're done watching mine. I'll have everything linked in my description box below, and I'll also pin it in my comments for your convenience. For DIY number 2, at the Dollar Tree, I got these 2 Easter signs made out of chipboard. They were from Easter, and I like how they're arched. And I decided to take some of the black chalkboard paint that they have in their crafter square, give them a paint in the middle. Here they are, nice and dry. Then I went on Canva to create these, and I printed them out with my printer. I went ahead and trimmed them up, and I didn't show it, but I did glue them with some Mod Podge. Now here I'm going to add the top layer of Mod Podge, and I'm just going to smooth everything out nice and even. And you're going to see the paper that's going to kind of wrinkle up on me, probably because the Mod Podge that I placed on the bottom underneath was not completely dry. So that was my fault, but trust the process. Everything works out in the end. But yeah, it's bubbling up pretty bad as you can see, but gotta go with the flow. Just gotta trust the process. And then I do the same thing to the second sign. And as you can see, I did the Mom's 10 Commandments with some pretty cute little commandments. I felt like this was super cute for a mom to have in her home, and I felt like the shape of these Easter signs, they just reminded me of the 10 Commandments. So hey, gotta be creative, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and finish placing the Mod Podge on top of here. This second sign doesn't bubble up as much as the first one, so maybe this one was a little bit more dry. And then I set these aside, allow them to dry completely. Now here they are, and you can see this one here, it's got a lot of lifting on it. So I'm going to take my little mini easy press, I'm going to place it on medium heat, and I'm going to take a piece of parchment paper to help kind of bring everything down. And it does help quite a bit, but some of my paper does wrinkle, but I found a little fix for that, and it kind of goes with the feel of an ancient stone of 10 Commandments, or should I say this would be a sign, not a stone. But I went ahead and tried to smooth everything out, and like I said, it does look much better, but it didn't get it perfectly on the Mom's 10. The other one, it does work better. I mean, here it looks good, but it does lift up a little bit and a little bit. This one, it does flatten everything out well, and everything's nice and smooth, so it's pretty good. You can still see where it's a little bit. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of my Tim Holtz distressing ink, and I'm going to distress this whole piece to make it look a little bit more old and antiqued, and especially where the little wrinkles are, kind of utilize those little wrinkles to my advantage, make everything look a little bit aged, like it's been around. And I got to thinking, sometimes we buy scrapbooking paper that has this look to it. Well, here I'm making my own. This is going to be my own. And this was just copy paper with a laser printer, by the way. Yes, a laser printer. That's the trick. Okay, so here I'm getting everything nice and distressed. Taking my time. So I'm happy with it. And now I'm pretty happy with it. So now I'm going to flip them over and remove these little tags. Don't need those. I'll just remove those with my heat gun real quick. Doesn't take but a second. And they come up really easily. Very little effort. And I always use my Cricut spatula for that. Now I'm going to take this other craft stick that I have. Again, this is from Amazon. It's one of the long jumbo ones. And now I'm going to use some hot glue to adhere these two together to make it look like the 10 Commandments. And I'll place this craft stick on top to secure these together and just hold it for a second until the glue sets. Now I'm going to take my antique wax and paint it at the back. Now for the very front, I'm going to take some of this hanging greenery from the Dollar Tree. It's pretty long, so I'm going to utilize the length of it, and I'm going to snip off a nice long piece, and I'm just going to let it kind of lay there on the front, the very bottom, in the shape that it is, kind of wavy, kind of just flowy. So I'm going to take some hot glue and do a little dab on the left side, and then place the stem part that I cut, place it on there, and I'm going to take a small craft clamp to hold it in place while I place the other end to the other side with another dab of glue to tack it down, and again let it kind of just be flowy. Place another craft clamp there. Then this other smaller piece that I cut off, I'm just going to place it towards the center to kind of fill in this bottom piece right here. Make it a little more full in the middle and allow that glue to set. Now remove the clamps with all the glue nice and set, and I made a little bow out of some burlap ribbon, and I'm just going to place it on the side here to help cover up that stem. And then that is it for this one. I'm going to tack this little piece of tail, and that is it. Look how cute for Mom's 10 Commandments. Here's how it looks, and a closer look at the final reveal. For DIY number 3, I'm going to take one of these frames from the Dollar Tree. It just says wooden frame, and I'm going to take this box. It's a wooden box. It's the ones that have the nesting boxes that 3 fit in there. And I'm going to take some of the Dollar Tree white paint and paint them up. Now I'm going to take this Essential Stencil rub-on transfer that I had in my stash from Easter. I actually didn't use these in my videos, but I used some of these to gift away. But this one here I thought was a little bit more than just Easter. It could be used for anything. It's just the Lord with the Lamb, and I thought it would be so adorable to place it in one of these little shadow boxes that I'm creating with a frame. And I'm just going to rub it until everything is on there nice and fully and completely. Taking my tweezers to help remove the carrier sheet, and keep scraping and rubbing until the full image is transferred onto my little box. So I'm just going to take my time to make sure every little bit of it gets transferred. So I'm just going to pull this off, this little carrier sheet, and as you can see, it's all transferred, looking great. I love it, so beautiful. I'm going to take some of the antique wax and my chunky chippy brush, and I'm going to go ahead and distress my box all over, outside, inside, backside, front side, all of it. Just real lightly on the inside, and even on the middle of the inside a little bit, on the sides just a little bit, and of course the back. Gotta do the back just a little bit just to give it that look. And then of course I'll do the frame with whatever's left on my napkin. So So go ahead and take that. And then just go ahead and distress the frame part, of course. Gotta make everything look cohesive and cute. And then I just get it to where I like it and I'm happy with it. Now I'll go ahead and take some of my wood glue and I'm going to go around all 4 of the sides, on the front, on the top. Do a nice line, go down, go across on the bottom and back up. Just teeny tiny bits of glue. I don't want to use a whole bunch. I don't want the stuff to just ooze everywhere. And place my frame on top. Look how beautiful. Oh my goodness, this is so, I love this one. I love this one so much. And just to elevate it, I'm going to use a Dollar Tree candle holder. One of these here. And that is it. So cute. Here's how it looks and a closer look at the final reveal. If you're on Instagram, here's my QR code. I invite you to scan it and come follow me on there. I post on there Monday through Fridays, as well as TikTok. Here's my QR code for there. Here is my QR code for Facebook, also Monday through Fridays, as well as my Pinterest. Here's my QR code for there. And here's my Lemonade account as well. And my Threads account. This is my handle, also Monday through Fridays. Here's my Hometalk QR code. I invite you to come scan it. Post on there twice a month. I do have a Facebook crafting group. I invite you to come join us there. And now we're at the final reveal. Let me know what you think and which one is your favorite one. Well, I'll take a moment and say thank you to my sweet friend Clarice from Clarice Creations for collaborating with me today. I'm so excited to watch her video. I know she's going to make some beautiful things for Mother's Day gifts, for gift ideas. Hope you guys do take your time to head on over to my description box or find the link pinned in my comments and watch her video. I just know she made some beautiful things. Give her lots of love, watch her video, leave her a comment, give her a like, subscribe to her channel, give her all the things. She's fantastic. Hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. If you want to see more, definitely subscribe. I'm going to do one more video of Mother's Day gift ideas because I ran out of time. So until my next video, stay healthy, safe, and strong. Have a great, great day. Bye-bye.